Hey there, fellow trendsetters. When it comes to the horror genre in entertainment overall, my opinion is that it's a hit and miss genre. You'll get your great chilling horror material that not just keeps you up at night, but stays within your mind, and yet you keep coming back for more. Then you just have those terrible ones. Those ones that are just so bad, they're great. You just treat them like graphic comedies. And then you have ones that are just generic and they just fall flat. So which one does this comic fall into? Let's have a look. Let's have a look with blood-soaked lenses in this week's episode of My Worthless Opinion. Cue music. Stop. Main content. Okay, so Darren Kazoil is the man that started and runs Dark Oz. He did the infamous anthology DK for years, until that title retired with issue 25. Now he concentrates on another anthology, Retro Sci-Fi Tales. He is the creator, the editor, and a writer. He also wrote this comic here, Sisters, which I actually realised that it's actually 10 years old. Now, one thing I should add, that this review is going to be a bit tricky, as the lords of YouTube don't take kindly to nudity or pretty much anything offensive. So I'm got to be a little bit careful what I show here. So the art. The artwork's all done by, I'm probably going to butcher this name, but Mikhail Dukowitz. Sorry if I didn't get that right. And what can I say? This guy is giving us an 110% effort. No flaws, no weird perspectives, no mistakes with anatomy. This guy deserves a bonus. He captures darkness pretty well as beauty, with his women looking more realistic, but still sexy, and the graphic gore also giving it a beautiful yet a beautiful look, yet keeping the monstrosity and graphic brutality. Like actual art. I just can't praise this enough. So the story to the whole thing. This is the story of Regan, Migon, and Danica, the three vampire sisters, set in the year 1881, in Australia, of course, where they're invited to a social gathering in the middle of bumfuck somewhere outside of Melbourne. We only get 3 pages in where the sisters start showing their true colours as vicious vampires. Meanwhile, bushrangers also show up to the party, willing to rob the wealthy. And, well, let's just say it turns into a blood-soaked, unholy mess. So, the execution for the whole thing? Well, I probably should have mentioned this before, but the 3 sisters have appeared in DK a number of times before with short stories. This is their first standalone story, which was supposed to lead into an ongoing series. But unfortunately that never happened. Why? Well, I don't know. And it sucks, because this comic is pretty much a horror perfection. It's well illustrated, the story doesn't waste any space, it's straight to the point, and yet it feels grounded despite it being a vampire horror story. And at the end of the book, I really wanted to know what's next. Now, it actually can be treated as a one shot, but I actually do wish for more issues, as the Vampire Sisters are actually a great villainous trio. So, the verdict for the whole thing? Well, I actually give this a 4.5 out of 5. This is arguably Australia's best comic made so far. And any horror fan should have this comic in their collection. And frankly, Darren Cazorla should be pestered into giving us a second issue, and even more. Even if he has to change artists, I demand more. But you know, you don't have to take my word for it as gospel. It is just my worthless opinion, after all. Please like and subscribe and all that junk. And